Hey, so when you hear the word leader, what's the first thing that pops into your head? For a lot of us, it's about power, profit, making headlines. But what if our whole idea of what makes a great leader is, well, just outdated? Today, we're going to dig into a new vision for leadership that could change how we define success itself. So let's just ask it straight up. What does success in leadership really look like? For decades, it seems like the answer has always been tied to huge profits, going viral, or having this massive public profile. But a new way of thinking is challenging all of us to look a little deeper, beyond all that noise. All right, first up, let's talk about what we think makes a leader. And more importantly, why we really need to rethink those traditional markers of success we've been using for so long. I mean, think about it. For years, leadership awards have pretty much just chased scale and headlines. It's always the loudest voices in the room, right? The ones with that explosive growth and all the media buzz, they're the ones who get the trophies. But does making the most noise actually make you the best leader? And that right there is the problem with how we praise leaders. By only focusing on the flashiest players, are we really celebrating the right qualities? Or are we totally missing a quieter, more foundational kind of leadership that's actually building something with real, lasting value? The contrast here is pretty stark when you lay it all out. The traditional model, it's obsessed with headlines. It's flashy. It values scale above everything else. But the Equity 100 vision, it just flips that whole script. The focus shifts from some fleeting headline to actual, lasting impact. The style isn't flashy, it's foundational. And maybe most importantly, the value isn't just about how big you can get. It's about serving all your stakeholders, your team, your customers, the whole community. So the fundamental shift is this. We're moving away from a model that only rewards being loud and moving toward one that celebrates leadership that is truly built to be lasting. And this brings us to this new values-first model, which is all wrapped up in a new platform called the Equity 100 Plus. So what is it exactly? Well, the Equity 100 TEM is defined as a values-first recognition platform. The key thing to get here is that values like fairness, sustainability, and a real people-first impact, those are the primary criteria. They set the entire foundation for how these leaders are building their companies. And what are those foundational values? Well, we're talking about fairness in how you treat people. We're talking about sustainability for the planet. It includes having a genuinely people-first impact, deep empathy, and a real commitment to innovating ethically. Ultimately, it's about creating long-term value not just for the shareholders, but for everyone involved. And this isn't just some abstract concept. This recognition is grounded in the real world. It focuses on CEOs and founders in those core sectors that really shape our economy. We're talking retail, manufacturing, distribution, and services, places where this kind of leadership really, really matters. The way they do it is also designed to build trust. First, and this is a big one, there are no nomination fees. Recognition is based on merit, not on who can pay to play. Second, the search is always on. It's a rolling, year-on process to find these great leaders. And third, the whole selection process is transparent, which just ensures everything is clear and trustworthy. So, as you can see, this is way more than just another award. It's like a lens into the future. It shows us why this fundamental shift in what we call leadership matters so much. There's a quote from the source material that really just nails it. It's more than a list, it's a lens into the future of business leadership. It's a tool, really, one that helps us refocus our attention on what truly responsible and impactful leadership should even look like. So at the end of the day, the goal here is pretty simple: to shift our celebration away from the flashy, fleeting stuff and toward what is foundational and permanent. It's about finally championing the leaders who are building companies that create long-term sustainable value for everyone. And that really just leaves us with a pretty critical question to think about. As our own definition of success keeps evolving, what kind of leadership will we choose to celebrate next? Thanks for tuning into this explainer.